18 of FFG Shop Talk. My name's Krista. We're in Gilbert, Arizona. We're gonna walk around and ask everybody what they're up to like usual and get an update. So let's go see what everyone's up to. Are you guys working on exhaust?
Sure they are.
How's it going?
Good old Andy gave me some good tips.
Passing on some pointers?
Just trying to show them what to look for, how to keep it symmetrical, how to make it flow with the rest of the build. So we had the exhaust done on this and it didn't sound good. So we're changing the mufflers on it, and we've been using these Borlas on basically everything, and they sound great. So the ones on it before, I don't know what we did wrong, but it sounded like a V6 Honda Accord. It was terrible.
Really?
Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. And this is, it's a cammed LS motor. It sounds really, really good.
Right.
We've used these mufflers on several other trucks that we just finished. They sound great, so we're changing it. We're gonna change up from here back. We're gonna keep the X pipe.
You cut it here, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so basically we had another set of mufflers back here, and we had two resonators. We didn't want it to be really, really loud, and it literally sounded like a V6 Honda. So we cut those out, did it straight, kept the X pipe, and now we're gonna add in new mufflers. And I know these ones sounds good. These are one of the ones we use all the time.
We love Borla. Email me back.
Other than that, this thing's about done. Ready to. We finish up the exhaust. We'll put the hood on it. We'll be ready to drive this thing.
And the wood bed.
Yeah, but that's Jason, not us.
True.
We should be driving this by the next episode.
Awesome.
Let's go. So if you end up getting a chassis from us, one of the options that you can do is get it powder coated in any color that you like, and it can look bomb like this. Hey James, sorry to sneak up on you. I just have to ask what you're up to.
So right now I'm just trying to chase the wiring to make sure it's actually getting a signal to the computer. So far I don't think it is. So I'm trying to chase it down, going between factory wiring and aftermarket wiring. It's fun trying to figure out what goes to what and
Going
where.
fishing. That's probably the most questions that we get is like stuff people are like, can you help us with wiring? And we're like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
There's definitely a lot to it.
We cut the firewall out, and there's usually a big flange right here, so we cut the flange off and rolled this edge. This design in here is basically to follow our inner fenders. So our inner fenders are going to come down and follow this line, and then when we do the engine cover and valve covers, we're going to have it follow this line here. That'll be kind of the shape, and it also follows the same shape as your radiator cover. That was the point behind it.
Okay.
And then it just looks a little smoother than the stock stuff. There's not all the bumps and everything. And then we rebuilt the structure on the inside.
It looks clean.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you.
Super sick.
Andy asked me to make engine cover basically for this is a 68 Chevy truck we're working on. And I just wanted to dress it up. The rest of it's real clean, so I want to clean it up. And we actually started with MSD covers on the coil covers. And then we modified them, lengthened them, cleaned them up, and then we had to make a center section because we're not running the rest of their kit. But still uses factory rubber grommets as far as the way it mounts, and so you can kind of see the whole thing. It lines up.
Nice.
We got a little bit of body work still to do on it and finish up, and even this piece, it pops on with the rubber mounts as well, so nothing's going to vibrate. We got all the rubber mounts. Snaps back in place, so it's kind of cool, right?
That is kind of cool.
Simple, clean, that was the thing. We didn't want anything to overpower the truck because it's a very clean truck.
Right.
It's not an over-customized truck, so we did a couple of covers up here too, radiator cover, front covers, so.
So is it going to get like powder coated, painted? Is it going to get...
Well, I think it's ultimately Jason's decision on what the color is going to be, so we haven't decided. I wanted white with like gold pinstriping, keep it kind of hot rod and muscle. This color anyway, gold, brown, whatever you want to call it. But I have a feeling he likes it a little simpler than that, so he might just pick this color and do the whole thing. Either way, it's going to look clean, it'll look good, and it'll hide all the busyness that's on top of that LS. So.
You have problems with it or you like it?
I'm not a huge engine cover guy. I like to see the mechanics of it, but it's clean and simple, so it's fine. Luckily, that's the name of the game. There's not a bunch of crazy bead rolls or lines or extra junk in it. It just smooth it out, make it look clean, kind of like the wheel wells. Everything's real smooth in here, firewall smooth.
Yeah. So with all this taken care of, it's going to look really clean. So you'll basically only see this part, right?
Yeah, that's the only busy part of it will be is the engine, the front of it. So.
Nice. That'll look nice. Hey man, what are you up to? You got sandpaper?
Yeah, you keep catching me with sandpaper all
I
the
know.
time. I'm trying to migrate over to the body shop like undercover. Now we have a flange that we need to pull off, re-weld it. It just happens to be crooked, for lack of better terminology. It was causing brakes to bind and squeak. So if you look right here, you can tell on the top the flange is
Oh,
the
it
distance
goes
from
like,
there to there. Yeah, it's tilted. So if you can see it that quick,
yeah.
and it doesn't look like much there, but once you get a whole big wheel and tire assembly out there spinning, it's a lot. So it's putting the brakes in a bind. So we're going to cut it off, going to get a new flange, weld a new flange in place, and then we're doing a wheel wood brake conversion on the back. So we'll install that, and that should correct the problem. But right now I'm sanding off the goo so we can get in there and make a nice clean cut, have a good surface to weld to. Yeah, he just had a couple of minor things, just wanted to bring it in and have those couple of things addressed, and we had an opening, so we told him to bring it on by, we take a look at it. And so we're going to do this repair, and then we did a repair up front, and I think he'll be ready to go.
He was here this morning, right?
Yeah, super nice dude. It just needs a couple little tweaks and he's good to go.
I like the colors.
Yeah, it's a bit different with the Fender.
Right.
But yeah, it looks good. Him and his wife are going to do a bunch of little car shows and stuff. So worked out good for him.
The green.
Yeah, right?
So I heard they just told me that we're doing a wood bed for this, right?
We are. We're doing it nice. You know, Jason likes his wood. So
So did we
Nice.
cut this all out?
we did. So yesterday we trimmed a little bit, put it on the chassis, pulled it off, trimmed a little more, put it on there one more time just to make sure. Jason measured the wheels, the tub dimensions, how much we had to widen them and raise them for his new tire selection. Signed off on everything else. We brought it back here, cut the rest out, and then Louie and I are in the middle of widening the tubs.
This math.
Math and rust.
But this all staying patina, right?
It is.
Nice.
Yep. So we'll touch up the patina after we body work those.
So we're keeping these fenders, right? And then
We
we'll
are.
put
We
back
just
in.
add it onto the back, like that'll butt up against the bed.
This one's a speedy build too.
Yeah.
So it's like
this
out
will-
back and now
Yeah. This will probably take the longest.
that part?
Yeah.
Probably.
No, we won't. Louie and we're going really good on it. We work good together, so
Yeah, for sure.
it's fun.
Okay, even if it takes a little longer, it's just because it looks so good, right?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you guys?
It's been a minute, Justin.
Yeah, I gotta build a bracket. This is not the one that's gonna go in it, just trying to help me get my measurements and stuff. There's like a bracket that'll go in between these two switches here, but it's gone. So I'm gonna duplicate it. So you have to kind of take into consideration your clip here, and then your edges and all these crazy corners, because you can see it's been cut before. So a lot of the truck isn't 100% stock, I guess. So just trying to make everything work. So I got it all wired up.
It's missing altogether, so you just have to make one.
Yeah, so I got everything working now, so once I get this done, I can put the whole dash in and let them build the exhaust tomorrow. It's been fast. We've been trying to do it as quick as we can on this
This one is
but-
fast, yeah.
So it's been done like wiring wise for a little bit. It's just trying to get all the other little details out of the way. And that's pretty much it. I know where to go
All this
to,
is staying.
like upholstery.
Okay.
So it'll
okay.
probably get all the membrane put down,
Oh, nice.
carpet, like kind of that kind of stuff. And I think door panels as well.
Okay,
But I'm
so
not
they're
100%.
They're doing it. They're
Yeah.
doing the thing.
Been stressful.
Has it?
Oh yeah, super. It was me and Mike. So Mike had built all the harnesses. So we tag teamed it, which I never done. I know he's never done, like something like that. So like, he was doing all this stuff. I was taking care of under the hood and like all the lighting and stuff. So to try to piece together what someone has already built, it's kind of difficult, but
Yeah.
we got it to work. We got it running in 2 weeks. So
That's really fast.
I built a quick bracket up here for the Vaporworks. I guess now we're gonna put it in production. So I think I have the ugly one on my table. See, it's all ugly, like super bad. But I just did it like real quick out of aluminum. So we got the 3D printed one on, so now they're gonna laser cut it, and it looks way better than this did.
R&D.
So
He's
making parts now.
Research and development. Let's go.
I need to see my money. 10%
Yeah, right?
for every part.
We've done a lot to this truck. We've got the heater AC box in and installed 100%.
This is our chassis. We showed it last week, just for them. But now we're, because this was on the lift last week, so now we're over here. So now we're inside. Are you inside? Or?
Yeah, well, I've done a whole bunch. The front's ready to be pulled off. send out for powder coat. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do before we can get it to powder. Last week when you guys were here, remember we were cutting out the inner fender wells?
All those are finished.
Yep, got those all finished, took it over to Fab. Those guys worked their magic, put some lips on the inside there.
Nice. Yeah, it was all in pieces last week. Now it's all together.
Yeah, so now tomorrow, I'm gonna tear it all apart again so we can send everything out to powder.
There we go.
And then
There
once we
it
get
is.
it back to powder, it should go pretty easy.
Okay.
Supposed to have this truck done in 2 months.
Yeah.
Plenty running and stuff like that for the customer.
Nice.
Okay, I like it. What were you doing on the inside?
I did the AC heater box, got the AC bulkhead coming out the firewall. It's really tricky to do when you're working with brand new paint. You don't want to make the paint guys mad, you know?
Right. Because
So-
we just painted the firewall, right?
We did. We just did the firewall, and then everything underneath here will be nice. It'll be a brand new powder coating, but the truck's going to stay patina. I think they will fix this
Some stuff.
big dent here,
Okay.
but other than that, that's it. They're going to put a wood floor in. That's the other thing that you guys
Is
didn't
Jason
see.
making it? The wood bed? Oh, nice. I didn't even know this was getting a wood bed.
I didn't either.
It should go good.
Sweet, I'm excited now.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I didn't know it was getting.
Yeah, this
all that.
truck's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And for an airbag truck, it's going to sit low.
Okay.
So if you can imagine 20-inch wheels underneath that chassis, that's what it's going to have.
Nice.
Sweet. Chassis guy.
Just cleaning up.
So we dropped the drivetrain all in there. Everything's all. You finished the brake lines.
Yeah,
Everything's done?
brake lines are plumbed, fuel lines all plumbed up to the rail. Waiting on a couple pieces. I got the measurements for the drive shaft, so we got to send those out and get the drive shaft made. Waiting on our wheels. We're waiting on the heim joints for the tie rod ends. We're going to be building headers and a full exhaust.
You're doing a full exhaust system too. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So this one will basically it'll be ready for other than wiring, obviously, dropping the cab and bed on it.
We're installing this hinge right here, just finalizing the tailgate on this truck, getting one step closer to getting finished. Had to kind of remount the holes there so we can get a better fitment on the latch. And
So is it fitting?
everything
The
fits.
tailgate?
Aftermarket latches fit. Everything else is original to the truck other than the latches.
Last week the wood was in there, so this is like all apart. So
Yeah.
this is the furthest along. It's looked the whole time.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It looks bomb. This wood looks awesome.
Yeah,
Good job, Louie. And we've got our wood. Wood bed fuel door. FFG wood bed fuel door.
Just trying to figure it out. Yeah, wide open throttle is like dumps. It leans out on the high side. Low pressure fuel stays the same all the way through. But wide open throttle, it dumps off to like 400 psi on the high side, which direct injection should be like 2,800, 3,000. Like I'm supposed to idle at like 900 to 1,000. And it drops all the way down to like, it should be like 3,000 when you're like on it. And then it goes all the way down like 200, 400. At this point, just trying to figure it out. Like I thought I found like a loose connection, like right there, like giving it like a bad signal back to the ECM, but
No.
you know, I fixed the wire and it still does the same thing. It took a little bit longer, but it's still not fixed. You know? At this point, just trying to figure it out. Sorry, nothing good.
It's always good with you, Roman.
I try.
Thanks for bringing
You know,
EGC.
just gotta be honest. You're welcome.
Roman brought us what even is it? It's like a
Like Italian ice, but better.
perfect on a hot day. Alrighty guys, like always, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, we really appreciate it. Next week we'll have another episode for you. That'll be really fun, of course. If you're interested in getting any of the products that you've seen, like the wood bed fuel door?
Yep.
Wood bed fuel door. We'll link the stuff that we've shown down in the description, and you can head over there, or you can head over to fendergarage.com, check out all of our products, or you can give us a call to the shop and we can help you out that way. So either way, get in touch with us and we can help you out. But yeah, thanks for watching and we'll see you next week.
Are you guys proud?
No. I had my AC go out in my house last night.
Mine too,
Yours
in my,
too?
yeah, in my apartment.
And plug the covers. Those are for sale.
These are?
Yeah. We got about a dozen of them over there ready for sale.
This
It's in the
tank.
car.
This?
No, this.
Oh, the wood? No, that's
Why do you laugh every time I start to talk?